Join me as I dive into the world of cyberbullying and see if I can confront the harsh truths about this toxic online community. Toxic online communities and cyberbullying are issues that have become all too common in today's digital age. We're constantly connected to our devices, and while that connection can be a good thing, it also opens us up to some really negative experiences. As a therapist, I've seen firsthand the impact that cyberbullying can have on people's lives. And I think it's high time we started talking about it. Cyberbullying can take a serious toll on mental health. When we're constantly being bombarded with hate speech, mean messages, or hurtful comments, it can make us feel isolated, anxious, and depressed. Common behaviors like trolling, doxing, and exclusion can make people feel like they're walking on eggshells, never knowing when the next attack will come. This can lead to feelings of hypervigilance, making it impossible to relax or feel safe online or offline. The effects can be especially damaging for young people who are still developing their sense of self. The constant barrage of negativity can also erode self-esteem, making it harder for people to develop a positive sense of self. When we're under attack, it's hard to focus on anything else. And that can impact our relationships, our work, and our overall well-being. I've seen people become so withdrawn and isolated that they start to feel like they're completely alone in their struggles. It's not just the obvious forms of cyberbullying that can be hurtful. It's also the more subtle ones, like exclusion or microaggressions. These can be just as damaging because they can make people feel like they're not valued or respected. Exclusion can be especially painful because it makes people feel like they're not worthy of connection or community. When we're excluded from online groups or conversations, it can feel like we're being deliberately pushed away. Let's talk about some real-life examples. I recall a story of a teenager who was relentlessly bullied on social media, to the point where she started to doubt her own worth. Or a case of an online gamer who was harassed for his opinions, leading to him feeling anxious and fearful every time he logged on. These stories are all too common, and they illustrate just how damaging cyberbullying can be. One statistic that really stands out to me is that victims of cyberbullying are more likely to experience long-term mental health effects like depression and anxiety disorders. In fact, studies have shown that cyberbullying can have a lasting impact on a person's mental health, even into adulthood. That's why it's so important that we take action to prevent cyberbullying and create healthier online communities. The long-term effects of cyberbullying can be serious and lasting. When we're exposed to trauma or stress, it can impact our brain development and function, making it harder to regulate our emotions and respond to stress in healthy ways. As a society, we need to take responsibility for creating a culture of empathy and kindness online. That means being more mindful of our words and actions, and taking steps to prevent cyberbullying whenever we see it. So, what can we do to create a healthier online community? It starts with each of us taking responsibility for our own actions and being more intentional about how we interact with others online. To wrap things up, let us recap the key points. Toxic online communities and cyberbullying are serious issues that can have lasting impacts on mental health. We need to be more aware of our words and actions online and take steps to prevent cyberbullying. If you've experienced cyberbullying or have thoughts on this topic, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out my other video on mental health awareness, where we explore some strategies for managing stress and anxiety in the digital age.